overall pick from the 2019 draft in Gunnar Henderson, the #2 overall prospect. You moved up to #1 before you ultimately got the call up here, Gunnar. But it's your first time in Toronto, and just tell us how your whole experience since getting that call up, which you handled very calmly, by the way, has been.
You get called up and you're dropped into a playoff environment. What has that been like for you?
It's been really awesome to see. Just being able to have the playoff experience and being able to, like last year, I got caught up with Bowie and go into that playoff experience, and especially being up here, playing meaningful games, feels like it's really awesome to be around these guys and just see all the veteran guys, how they play in this situation and learn from it at this age is really beneficial.
Yeah, you have the veteran guys there, Gunnar, but how much does it help to have some of the young guys that you came up through the minor leagues with right there in the big leagues with you? Like, how has that helped the transition?
Oh, yeah, it's been huge because you have the comfortability level with them, and just being able to go into each day and have people that you can talk to that you basically come up through the minor leagues with and have that relationship with them. It's been really helpful to me in the transition from the minor leagues here.
Gunnar, we've talked about just how close-knit that group is, and you guys are like a little pod every day with each other. How encouraging is that, though, when you talk to the rest who are waiting to also get that call up, that yeah, they've kind of already got a little community up here, and it just makes it that much better of an environment?
Yeah, I mean, the guys that are coming up are, I know they'll make an impact, but yeah, I mean, just being able to be with the guys here and go ahead and start that environment and being able to help whoever comes up, we'll be able to have that experience and being able to give them any heads up or just how to go about it whenever we're in another playoff push.
Now, Gunnar, you obviously had a great year in the minor leagues. You get called up and have been able to replicate that at the big league level. But what's been able to help you stay in control, especially at the plate so far?
Yeah, I mean, just not letting anything get too big. I mean, just going out there and doing what I'm doing. Last year, I kind of got caught up in trying to find a solution right off the bat and not just let my body do the work and just going out there and trusting what I've worked my whole life for. So this year I really took it to heart to just not change anything, just to go out there and be myself, and if it doesn't end up working out, then we can make a change. But I felt like that was the biggest thing this year, just go into it and just let myself be Gunnar. And I felt like I did that really well, and it's panned out pretty well.
Yeah, I would say so for sure. I mean, when you talk to your teammates, they say you're always smiling, say your confidence is high, but that you play the game the right way. Like, what does that term mean to you? What does playing the game the right way mean to you?
Hopefully that stays in. Yeah, I mean, just from a young age, I've always played as hard as I could. I leave it out on the field each and every night. I'm just, even here, I'm never going to let one pitch be taken away or give anything up. So, I mean, coming from a small town, I've always just wanted to do that. Being able to just play hard each and every day and being able to make an impact has been really my go-to. And no matter what the situation is, I'm always going to give my 100% effort.
Gunnar, you mentioned that small town. Selma, Alabama, you have got a baseball field in your backyard. You used your bonus to build a cage. Are we getting any upgrades? Are you getting a new couch? I mean, what are we doing this offseason?
This offseason, I actually got a truck, so that's, I guess that was going to be my purchase. I don't know if I'll make any upgrades. We were able to add some insulation to it because it got pretty chilly there in the wintertime. So
that's important.
Yeah, we got that accomplished. So not much going on this offseason. Just going to go in there and actually enjoy it instead of having to work on it after batting practice.
You're Gunnar.
George Springer out to center field. Mullins at the track. Jansen tags up. He'll arrive at third, but some loud outs here for the Jays.
So, Gunnar, in Little League, you see these things all the time in which you hit a ball to the outfield and then you pretty much just keep running because nobody's going to be able to get the ball home in time. But I doubt that you expect that you would be able to do that in the big leagues. Like, what was going through your mind as you're running around the bases on that Little League home run that you had the other night?
Yeah, no, it's kind of a whirlwind. I hit it, and then I saw that nobody was at third, and I felt like I was going to be able to get there. So I started looking, and I saw him wind back to throw it, and then I just kind of checked up a little bit, and then I look at Manzo, our third base coach, and he's sitting there waving me on. So I kind of stutter stepped and took a wide turn, and yeah, that was the first time I've had one of those, I think, early in my high school years. So it was pretty awesome and a pretty surreal moment.
That's amazing, man. And I can't let you go without asking. I mean, you're the youngest player in the league right now. Like, have you felt that age gap? Anybody giving you a hard time? Like, what are you having to do in that clubhouse being the young buck in there?
Well, I got stuck with the poker board, so I got to carry that for all the flights and stuff. But yeah, that's about it right now. But yeah, like I said, I mean, I spend a lot of time with these guys, so that just kind of nitpick every now and then. But it's been really fun to be able to just spend time with these guys.
Well, we got a ground out here and the end of this one for now, Gunnar. We'll talk to you in just a little bit. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank y'all.
All right, a double dip treat for you guys this evening here on Friday Night Baseball. We got Gunnar Henderson back on the headset again with us here. It's inside. And Gunnar, I mean, what are you taking from this game so far? I know being the DH, you want to stay locked in, but with them rolling through pitchers, what's going through your mind while you're in the dugout?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough day because you can't really get comfortable with one pitcher, so just got to lock in and try to get a good pitch to hit. Last one didn't turn out so well, but yeah, we're going to just try to take it back because, like I said, each one's going to be a different pitcher, so it'll be a tough day, but just looking forward to working through it.
Yeah, Gunnar, what goes into that? Because I know from experience, before the game, you go through your scouting reports, you kind of see what a pitcher's working with, and you're able to plan 2, 3, 4 at-bats against that guy. You come into a game today, you're facing maybe one pitcher, a different pitcher every single at-bat. So what do you do in the video room? Are you literally looking at everybody in the bullpen?
I mean, we just
Chapman gets the stop sign.
Yeah, I mean, literally just get to look at them. If we see them warming up, then we'll get to look at them 5-10 minutes before they come in, just depending on whenever they come in. So it's kind of difficult because you never know who's going to come in. So I guess you just got to look at it and come up with a plan pretty quick.
Gunnar, it's just your 15th game in the big leagues tonight. Obviously, pitchers are still learning you as a hitter. Have you tried to kind of learn pitchers not knowing that you haven't seen that many guys?
Yeah, I mean, just especially seeing the guys that bat in front of me. I try to see what they do, how they pitch them, and yeah, I feel like that's just the best way to go about it now. Because, like you said, I mean, I've had a few games up here and don't really know exactly how they're going to pitch me just yet. I mean, they will probably go off some of the stuff from the minor leagues, but yeah, I mean, just watch the guys in front of me, see how they pitch them, and then base a plan off of that.
Gunnar, you talk about your brothers, Cade and Jackson. They're both involved in the game. How often are you talking to them? Are they watching your games and giving you feedback?
My brother will send a text every now and then. He'll send it usually after the good games and some after the bad games, but he usually just tries to keep it low because he knows the phone usually gets a lot of text messages after the game, so he has a pretty good feel with it. And yeah, I mean, I'll call him every now and then, about once or twice every week or two. So yeah, it's really fun to be able to have them and know that they're watching and being able to ask him anything.
Gunnar, you being a high school guy, high school draft guy, flying through the minor leagues, I guess, compared to other high school guys, like, did you have an aha moment? Did you have a moment in, single A, double A, triple A, where you're like, something clicked for you, like, you know what, I think I'm ready for the big leagues? Or did you feel like you were ready for the big leagues right out the draft?
I mean, growing up, this is what I wanted to do ever since I first started playing baseball. If you were to come up and ask me what do you want to do when you grow older, it was literally be a baseball player. So I felt like I had that confidence going through all my baseball years, and especially in pro ball. And then whenever I got to the alt site in 2020 and being able to face guys that have been here and have that experience and being able to have success against them, it gave me even more confidence going into it, even to the next year.
Now, we've talked before about that alt-site experience and how that's given you a bond with guys across several draft classes, not just your own. Do you think that's the big piece of why you guys are so tight-knit now that you're back together?
Yes, ma'am. I got to see a lot of these guys come up and spend some time with them, and got to spend a lot of time with Mountie, and was able to go pretty close to him there, and was able to just kind of chat with him, and then he ended up getting called up that year, so it was really fun to be able to watch him go up and do his thing at this level. So it's been really cool to see all the guys that spent time with there up here.
Gunnar, who's kind of been your support system, or that player that you've leaned on in the clubhouse for guidance so far as you've gotten to the big league level?
I mean, can't really just name one of them because all the veteran guys here, they've all been such a big help. I mean, like Robinson Chirinos, Odor, Aguilar, and just some of the other guys that have had a few years. They've been really helpful to me. They go out of their way to just explain something to me if I have a question, or even if they see something, they'll just come up to me and say, hey, this is a certain way to do it, and this is what these guys that have been all-stars in the past that have done it. Because I know just from Rugi being an infielder, he's played with numerous guys that have very successful careers, and he's been able to chat with me and just pick his brain a little bit. It's been really helpful.
Gunnar, the numbers show already, and we are so excited to see where your career goes from here. But we know you got your hands full tonight. Thanks for joining us twice this evening.
Yes, ma'am. Thank y'all for having me.
All right, go have some fun. We're still here in the bottom of